In a quiet countryside where the air smelled of wildflowers and the mornings were wrapped in mist, lived a golden labrador named Bruno. He wasn't just any dog. Bruno had a soul that spoke in silence. He spent his days sitting on the old wooden porch of a small farmhouse, watching the sunrise with calm eyes and a still heart. People in the village often said he looked like he was waiting for something, or someone, and he was. Every morning, without fail, little Ali, a boy no older than 7, would burst out the front door, backpack swinging and smile wide. "Bye, Bruno. I'll be back after school." Ali would wave, and Bruno, loyal and steady, would wag his tail gently, his gaze never leaving the road. Then he'd trot off quietly to the school gate, where he'd wait. But this bond didn't start in sunlight. It began on a stormy night. Years ago, under a sky ripped open by thunder, a baby had been left in a basket on the doorstep of a shelter, wrapped in blue, crying, alone. Bruno had found him. No one knows where Bruno came from that night. Maybe fate guided his paws. But there he was, sitting beside the baby, shielding him with his warm body, his golden fur drenched but unmoving. He waited, until a light turned on, until the door opened, until help arrived. And so Ali was rescued, and Bruno stayed. Over time, the two grew together like roots of the same tree. Bruno became more than a pet. He became a shadow, a guardian, a friend. He'd walk through the village quietly, never chasing chickens or barking at goats. Children would pet him, elders would nod at him, and he would respond with nothing but gentle eyes and a wagging tail. He never rushed, never demanded. He just waited and followed. One day at the edge of the village lake, Ali slipped on a mossy stone. There was a splash, then a scream. Without hesitation, Bruno jumped in. The water was deep. The boy struggled. But Bruno swam hard, pushing him toward the edge, barking as loud as his voice would carry. Villagers came running. Ali was saved. But Bruno collapsed from exhaustion. Days passed. His leg was bandaged, his eyes heavy. But when the morning sun rose again, Bruno was there, limping but present, waiting at the school gate. He didn't need to, but he did, because patience is love in motion. Time moved on. One day, a shiny car pulled up in front of the farmhouse. A well-dressed couple stepped out. They were here to take Ali to a better home in the city, a fresh start, a brighter future. Ali stood frozen. He looked at Bruno. The couple spoke kindly. They had toys, money, a life full of promises. But Bruno had only silence. He didn't bark. He didn't chase the car. He just waited. Ali looked into those quiet, knowing eyes and made his choice. If Bruno can't come, I won't go. A year later, Bruno ran through a city park with Ali beside him. He was older now, his golden coat turning silver near the edges, but his eyes still held that same calm glow. Children played. The wind whispered through the trees. Bruno, once a village guardian, had found a new home, in the heart of the one he waited for. As the sun set that day, the boy and the dog sat under a tree. They didn't speak. They didn't need to, because in Bruno's silence lived a powerful truth. That real love doesn't rush. It doesn't chase. It doesn't demand. It waits. And in that waiting, it becomes timeless. For more stories like this, do share, like, and subscribe my channel.